Hello and welcome to today's yoga video. We've got a nice gentle morning practice for you today, and we're going to start with some hip mobilizations, just bringing the legs to a 90-90 position and slowly moving them from right to left. We're just moving gently to wake up the hips this morning, so move within your own range of motion, not forcing anything. From here we're going to come to sit in easy cross-legged position, Sukhasana, and just do a few gentle shoulder rolls, just taking the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling them back and then forward a few times. Again, not forcing anything, just moving within your own range of motion. Then we're going to do some side stretches, placing the left hand on the ground, take the right arm up and over, maybe even rolling over to the side a little, and then switch sides, going up and over with the opposite arm, feeling a nice stretch through the rib cage into the side of the body. Let's do one more time on each side, exhaling as you go into the stretch, inhaling and exhaling as you move into the stretch on the other side. Now I'm going to cross the arms on opposite knees and drop the head down so we can take a gentle stretch through the back of the neck, just letting the weight of the head drop forward. And then take the hands behind you so you can lift the heart center and squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, gently lifting the chin for a nice stretch here. Then I'm going to cross the arms onto opposite knees and take one arm out to about shoulder width height and move it across in front of you. So you're kind of going from side to side. And this is a shoulder flossing exercise. It'll just help to open up the back of that shoulder and really feel your way into this one so you can decide which is the best height for your arm. So let's switch to the other side, crossing the arm over to the knee and then taking the other hand out and over, kind of waving it in front of you, palm facing down, so you can feel into that back of that shoulder area. The hand can be low or high, really depending on what feels best for you today. Then we're going to bring the hands behind us again, lift the heart center, take a gentle back bend here, and then we're going to do some slow seated cat-cows. So we're going to lift the chin, feel a nice stretch, and then extend the hands out in front of us as we arch the back. Inhaling as you lift, feeling a nice flexion of the spine. Exhaling as you come into this seated cat. Do that a few times at your own pace, just moving with the breath. Then we're going to come into a spinal twist, taking one hand behind you as you cross the hand to the opposite knee, sit up nice and straight, and exhale into the twist. Going to the right first, and then switch sides, twisting to the left. Inhaling to sit up nice and tall, exhaling into the twist. We'll move one more time, twisting to each side, really feeling a nice gentle rotation through the spine. And finishing up with one more twist, looking out over the shoulder. From here, we're going to make our way to a tabletop position. Knees under the hips, hand under the shoulders, and we're just going to move around in some circles here. And you can take this movement more into the hips or the shoulders. You might feel a gentle stretch for the wrists. You're more than welcome to put some padding underneath the knees here as well. You can take this into the spine a little, do some cat-cows as you're moving around, kind of move intuitively. And then begin a few full rounds of cat-cow, inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat as you arch your back. Inhaling in cow, feeling a nice opening through the front, then exhaling into cat, feeling some space between the shoulder blades. Come to kneeling here, and then stretch out in child's pose. And as you stretch out here, we're going to slowly roll to the right, even rolling the hands over so we get a little bit of a stretch for the wrists, and then roll over to the left, again slightly compressing the hips to either side here. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here, and then come up, and we're going to move to a low lunge on the right. So step the right foot forward, press the right foot firmly into the ground, then inhale, lift the arms up overhead for a nice stretch here. With the next exhale, drop the hands into a box shape for cactus arms, lifting the heart center and even coming into a mini back bend if that feels good. We're going to drop the right hand to the hip and take a stretch over with the left arm, feeling a nice opening through that left side. Bring the hands down, and then we're going to slowly come to the floor and go through a few dynamic movements of half split forward into a hip flexor stretch. And again, keep a micro bend in the hamstring so you can move with the body, not forcing anything here. We're just kind of warming up the hips and the back of the right leg and the front of the left leg. Bring the hands to the inside of the right foot and come into a lizard lunge with a little bit of opening for that right hip, letting the right knee roll out to the side a few times. Then we're going to come into a twist, turning the chest to face the thigh, lift that right arm up, or you can keep it on your hip, and you can even let the right knee roll out to the side. Then come back down and come to kneeling, just so you can check in with the sensations in that right hip before we switch to the other side. So now stepping the left foot forward, I'm going to come up to our low lunge, pressing into that left foot for some stability. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, take a nice big stretch here. And then exhale, we're going to drop the hands into a nice box shape, cactus arms, and lift the heart center and come into a mini back bend here, opening up the front of the body. Bring the hands up overhead and then take the left arm to the hip and reach over the right arm for a nice side stretch through that right side. I'm going to bring the hands down around that left foot and then come into your half split and flow through to the hip flexor stretch and then back into the hamstring stretch. Again, keeping a micro bend in that left knee when you come to the half split, just to make sure the stretch is in the belly of the hamstring rather than behind the knee. Now we're going to come down into the lizard lunge, bringing the hands to the inside of the left foot and let the left knee roll out to the side a few times. From here, we're going to come into a twist, dropping the right shoulder, lifting the left arm up, opening to the side, and even letting that left knee roll out if that feels good. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, take the left foot back and come back to kneeling now to notice how both hips are feeling after that little flow. Slowly make your way up to a downward dog now, lifting the hips high and pressing the hips away from the hands. You can pedal out the feet, just stretching out the lower legs and the calves and the ankles, but keep a bend in the knees if the hamstrings do feel a little tight this morning. We're going to step up into a high lunge twist now, taking the right foot forward and opening up the right arm to the sky. Exhale, bring the hand down, step back into plank, switch on the core, and then we're going to shift back to downward dog again and pedal out the feet one more time. Now we're going to step the left foot forward and come to the high lunge twist on the second side, taking that arm up towards the sky, lifting, inhale and exhale. Step both feet forward and come into a forward fold at the top of the mat, hanging over the legs with a micro bend in the knees. Take hold of each elbow in hand and just hang down here, gently swaying from side to side. Inhale and then reach up as you take the hands overhead for a full body stretch. Exhale and drop the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead and fold forward, and let's come down into a forward bend again. Inhale to a halfway lift here. And then exhale, come all the way down, and we're going to step back into a plank, and you're more than welcome to the lower to the mat in chaturanga, or drop the knees and just come all the way down to the floor. From here, we're going to peel the front part of the body up off the mat, activating the back chain or the posterior chain and coming up into a mini cobra before stretching back into a child's pose. Take a nice big breath in and out here. Then slowly make your way up to kneeling. Take a moment to pause, take a few breaths, and then shift around so that you can stretch the legs out in front of you, and we're going to come into a twist, drawing the right knee up towards the chest, taking the right hand behind you and wrapping the arm around the knee to come into a nice twist. Sit up nice and tall and exhale into the twist. Take a nice breath here before untwisting, and let's switch sides. So now hug the left knee in, take the left hand behind you and wrap the right arm around the knee, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale into the twist. Breathe here, and then release the twist, stretch the legs out in front of you, and begin to shift yourself forward so you can lie down flat on your back. From here, hug the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a little massage as you rock from side to side. And then you can even place one hand on each knee and do some circles with the hips, some butterfly circles, just releasing the hips as we begin to wind down now for the end of this practice. And you're more than welcome to get comfortable here, get warm and cozy, and you can bring the legs into a reclined butterfly pose, or you can even stretch them out into corpse pose for savasana along the ground. And just begin to release yourself to the floor here, feeling the ground supporting you. Let the ankles relax so the feet fall out to the side, and let the hands fall onto the floor, or you can tuck them into your clothes to stay warm. Close the eyes and just feel the breath soften as you let everything go here for a few minutes. If the mind starts to wander, just come back to the breath and count the inhales and exhales as they go, and let thoughts just drift by like clouds in the sky. And very slowly, we're going to start moving now by wiggling the fingers and toes and taking a full body stretch. Bring the hands down, walk the feet in, bending the knees, and then roll over onto one side. From here, make your way up very slowly to an easy cross-legged position, just for the end of practice today. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.